What's up, Internet? Cory here, collecting with Cory. It's a Saturday. We're on our way to the flea market. It is 5:40 in the morning. It is 58 degrees out. We'll hopefully find something. And then we're going to hit some garage sales. I have to always remember what the majority of the Internet calls them, because I'm always trying to default to tag sales, and then people are just like, what are tag sales? It's like, well, it's the same thing basically, except usually the price is on the thing, not a tag. Let's go.
I want 30.
30?
They're buying this stuff. I don't care. What's that? Oh, that's the, yeah. How much you want to pay?
I think we need $10 for it.
That's all?
Yeah.
What about 15?
It's got no controllers.
I know.
It's scratched right here. I don't even know.
Boss man, I don't even get crazy about. Give me 10, but me don't crazy about these things there, because I don't think people buy the old one them that much anymore.
Yeah.
Like before, they used to crazy because they keep making these things them every 2 minutes.
Yeah, they just announced the next one, so.
And that's what I said. They keep making them so the old one don't even value anymore.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah, well, now that I'm okay, I didn't know you buy them. Well, I will be safe.
This wheel's empty.
Right.
Unfortunate. So, okay, we are leaving the flea market now. As you saw, I was able to haggle down a PlayStation 3 Slim, which might actually be the same model that I just got, so maybe 120 gigs, from $30 to $10. At $30, I would really need to know that the system was working for it to be worth. At $10, if it's not working, I could still sell it for like $20 to $30, depending on how I want to do it. If I want to do it free shipping, charge shipping, however I do it, it's only going to make me like $10 on it. But there's definitely some room to make money if it is working, which it might be. I don't really think PS3 Slims had a ridiculously high failure rate, so I have some confidence that it'll work out. We'll see. Alright, we are now heading up to our first garage sale. Going up to Manchester today. Actually potentially going a little bit of everywhere today. Here's the thing. I've said it before in the past, but I don't know if people really understand it. Because I'll see in like Facebook groups, like people will post their yard sale treasure map, like how many dots there are, how many garage sales there are to hit. And a lot of people have it way too good, where the density of sales is like, some people don't even leave their own town. Now, that's a literal impossibility in Connecticut every single weekend, with the exception of whatever week your town happens to have like its community sale or its townwide. Other than that, you're not going to be able to just stay in your own town or just follow signs. Like, it's just not possible here. For instance, I'm heading up to Manchester. Say I wanted to only do Manchester, I'd hit 5 sales. Holy shit. Like, what terrible. I'd hit 5 sales. That's it. Then I have to skip to another town. So, hitting Manchester, I fully expect I'm gonna be there 30 minutes early. I fully expect to see basically everybody I know that garage sale game hunts, because this sale says that it has, in the pictures, it has at least a Wii and what was it, a Nintendo. There's some N64 games in the picture. There's N64 controller. I think I saw some PS1 stuff. There actually were a few different options for where we can go today. I'm going with this one because the other, well, I mean, it's obvious it's better than the other ones. Like, the other one for 8 o'clock is out in Winstead, and it looks like it's a lot better. But Winstead is basically like one of those towns where you travel to, there's like one highway that gets there. It's going to take you 40 minutes from basically any civilized town in Connecticut to get there. It's going to take at least 40 minutes. And it's going to take you another 40 minutes to get back to any civilized town in Connecticut. And I know this because I used to, like in the years past, we've gone camping up there. So some of the, I don't know if I've filmed my camping garage sales when I was actually doing YouTube. But I would go camping when we'd go up there, and it ain't bad for garage sales, but you're also not going to be able to get back to civilization anytime soon. I think I said it 3 different ways. And then there's actually a 9 o'clock sale popping off in my town that also looks really good. So I'm like this weird spot where I plan to go up to Manchester and thrift my way back, but I'm not really going to have time to. And we also have our goddaughter today, so I want to spend time with my wife and, you know, the baby. So we'll see how it goes. Alright, I'm approaching the tag sale now. They're setting up. Don't see any of the regulars.
Yeah, it's 35 cents. It's going to cost you $5.
Good morning, how you doing?
How you doing? Good morning.
Yeah, and then, I'm sure this stuff up. And there's like a board game?
Yeah, yep.
How we doing, bud?
Yeah.
There was some of those. I like some of those ones too. Well, no, I mean, I'm sure I know you bring them up.
Yeah, if you want to make some fun, I can try that. You guys got to see the Facebook or the Craigslist or the Facebook.
Garage sale, treasure map, something? Yard sale treasure map? Samples from like Craigslist.
Yeah, you just I guess it needs new pens.
Oh, they all do at this point. Another one. All right, so looks like I was wrong about everybody showing up here. I think, I don't know, maybe we all actually dispersed and went to different places for once. That's interesting. In the back here, we have an Xbox 360 Slim with a 250 gigabyte hard drive that I think he would have sold me for $5, but I asked how much for the whole tote, and he wanted 50? 45? He wanted 45 or 50. And I offered 30 and he countered at 40. I probably should have just took the Xbox 360 to be honest with you. Because we got an NES in there with Mario 3, a SpongeBob plug and play, some sports games on the N64. Like, it's just really stuff that's not that worth it. And if I could have just got the Xbox 360 for $5, probably a better deal. But we'll see. We'll see. Hopefully it works, because I don't have an Xbox 360 anymore. And at the very least, it would be nice to be able to know for sure that my Xbox 360 games are working, because I've just been like going based on what they look like, and if they look bad, I resurface them and hope for the best. But I haven't owned a 360 in like 3 years, so we'll see. Alright guys, it didn't matter this time, but I'm considering ditching the mask for these garage sales, because I just watched this guy behind back here in the sun. He hops out of his car after pulling up, after I pull up, and the time it takes for me to get my goddamn mask on, he's out and he's already asking about video games. Luckily they had already sold them, but that would have been such a bad beat if because of social distancing, just like how at the thrift stores I lose out because of the stupid directional arrows for board games and stuff like that. Like, this is so frustrating sometimes. I did, for $1, pick up a Lord of the Rings and Hobbit book set that does go for about $27 on Amazon, so that's a pretty good find. Scanned a few books at the sale, and that's what I was able to pick up. Right back there. And it's actually kind of cool, because it's one of the ones that you wouldn't think would be worth it, because it's just like the movie box set. It's not like anything cooler than that. Another quick example of what I'm dealing with here in Connecticut is I'm now going to travel 29 minutes to get to the next sale. That's ridiculous. I'm fairly certain that I've been to this sale before. How's it going?
We get started in about 15 minutes, so if you just give us a couple more minutes, I just want to get more of the stuff out so people can see it. Anything special you're looking for? Yep, I found you.
Video games?
You'll be on this side.
Okay. Right then.
The Blu-rays are, for the regular ones, if it's a season, it's different. The Blu-rays are 3 each. Wait, hang on. 3 each or 5 for 10. The vent there is new. It was just a little too small for the space. We needed a 110. That's an 80.
Oh man, that was a bad look. So, unfortunately, we were the first there, and the guy I actually have a connection with, because I actually went to his sale last year or the year before and bought some Sony Walkmans and some phone cases, and actually did really well with the stuff I got from him. Last year he had sold all of his video game stuff by the time I got there, and based on his prices this year, I'm not sure how he managed to do that. He had a whole bunch of consoles. He had about 10 consoles out there, as you saw. A couple Xboxes, a 360, a Wii, a GameCube, a Super Nintendo with a hole in it, PS1, an N64. I think that might be it. Maybe I missed the GameCube. I don't know, I might have said it already. And since he had like an audience of maybe like 5 or 6 resellers there looking to buy video games, he offered the deal of $350 if someone wanted to take all the video game stuff, which is not really a deal, because there's 10 systems. If you throw in the games, sure, you're still asking about $35 a system. And we're talking about a Super Nintendo with a hole in it, a Wii, which is worth it now, 2 Xbox originals, an Xbox 360, the original, a GameCube, like all the systems I listed, and I just don't see the value there. Even if you had like the official like hookups for everything, which he probably didn't. He said he had all the hookups and controllers for everything, but he had them non-visible, so it's impossible to see what you're actually getting. There's definitely no value there. No profit margin there. Hey guys, got a decent amount of work to do tonight. Just working on de-stickering some of the manga stuff that I got yesterday. Gonna try listing some of that. But the main thing I want to work on tonight is, let me flip this camera around real quick. All of this shit. So this box right here is full of consoles. As you can see, we have a stack of Xboxes. Some of the stuff I just got today, including the 360 Slim with the 250 gigabyte hard drive, the PS3 that I haven't tested yet, the NES that was in that box, or in that tote over there, the SpongeBob SquarePants plug and play, the 2 PS1 games that were in there. We had Crash Bandicoot 3 Warped and Road Rash 3D. Not particularly valuable games anymore. Yeah, just gotta work my way through this stack. There's multiple Xboxes to work through. I don't think I have a power cable for the 360 Slim, so that's unfortunate. But aside from that, I'll be checking in with you later to see where we're at. Yeah, I didn't get half the shit I wanted to get done tonight done. Kinda ended up playing some Magic the Gathering online, which is never a good idea, and I remind myself that every time I play. Like, even if I go undefeated, it's just like, who cares? It's just gonna waste more of my time. Literally. Like, that's all it could do is waste more of my time. So, didn't test any of those systems yet. I did get all the manga and trade paperbacks listed. Not for much, but that's something. About to head in and go to sleep. It's actually later than I probably have ever ended the vlog. Or, well, it's not the vlog, but day to day, whatever. I guess it's all a vlog anyway. What time is it? I can barely see. Oh, you can barely see also. It's 11:40, about to head in. And we're gonna call it a day. Try and do better tomorrow. I honestly don't know what's really happening tomorrow morning. I'm probably just gonna go to the flea market. Thrift stores on Sundays are kind of a bust, I feel. I feel like they don't really restock that well on Sundays. And I know my Meriden Savers, rest in peace, specifically never restocked on Sundays, from what I was told. Although every once in a while I would notice them stocking on Sunday and I'd be like, what the, you know? Another project I've been working on, removing all the stickers from this 3DS that I got. Oh my god. I finally have the back clear of stickers. It's just got the residue that's still on there. Been using the alcohol to kind of like loosen the sticker. Otherwise it's really not coming off that well. But the system works perfectly fine. I need to end this. I need to end this. Like, I just keep like looking at something and picking up and talking about it. I need to end this. So, like the video, subscribe if you're new. Go get some sleep. Keep it real, internet. I love you guys.